Hello. Thank you for joining me and taking a slow start to this video because it is something that I've been thinking about for a little while now. I would say maybe a week. Just stating on this idea that I wanted to do for those who are feeling called towards my work. This is sort of a new venture for me and what I'm about to do, but I'm interested in where it might lead. So I have been really called to do work with Rose Quartz. February is obviously known as a month of celebrating love in a lot of ways, but it was kind of more than that or beyond that now. And I was really been doing a little bit of research with heartmath.org, which is an organization that really focuses on understanding the intelligence of the heart space and how we go about moving through our days from that space. And this has become a really profound shift for me personally as I go about stepping into what feels like each day new territory. And I'm bringing this to you because we're all in different places in a sense, and maybe this perspective is something that you just needed a messenger for. So I feel like I'm a bit of a messenger here in offering space to be with the energy of Rose Quartz and how it is channeled through me as a voice potentially for that, for what it can do for the heart chakra and the space of the heart and what that really means. And I've been grounding into that sense of moving from the heart space really consciously, I would say within, maybe the last month cycle, maybe the last moon cycle. So we're coming up on a full moon, and I do feel like this full moon, with all that is happening in March within the planetary alignments and the shifts from planet to constellation that takes place over extended periods of time as we know it from this perspective here on Earth, is that in thinking about time in the way that we measure it. So we're looking at the ending of a 3-year cycle. We're looking at the beginning of a new cycle that is going to be over the next 3 to 5 years, where we're invited to build, to not, I don't want to say build, but there is a sense of actualizing our days. What are the places that you long for in your heart on a day-to-day? And where do you go to satisfy that craving? Because we as humans move from a place of desire, but do feel like with the necessity to survive, we lose the sense of connectedness to moving from the space of heart and what that really means. So I feel like there's an opening here for us, and maybe a portal, we could even call it, through this Pisces season that is really about the emotional body and the heart space, as Pisces is known for, but how we can bring this way of being into our daily more, so that our days are not structured by the delegations from someone else, but really from moving from your space of heart, if that makes sense. So there's a lot of deconditioning that has to be done in order to get there, and for some that may seem really far away based on the certain amount of barriers or boundaries that we put up as a means of protecting ourselves from various events or relationships and things that we're coming to understand in a deeper way. So when we do that, we also are shutting off certain flows of energy that that we want to protect from. And what I was just thinking about was the way in which we've been separated over this 3-year period of time because of, global events. So collectively we're separated. So there were choices that were made at a certain moment when the world got to this place of, we need to put our health first. And from that point on, we've been slowly building back again to reimagining what life was like. And there are some of us who have accepted that the veil that was up before in past tense may not have been what it had seemed, which means that we are required now to remember, almost like living in the memory of something. So with that, some of us are very clear, about what events have taken place to get us to this point. And others are still in question as to if anything has changed at all. So those aren't the people that I'm speaking for now, because I don't quite understand how you can remain the same through something like what we're experiencing now. So what I'm asking those who are coming from this other side is, how do we then remember from a place of heart, from a place of love? And I feel like this crystal has been wanting to be seen. It's just a beauty, and is holding a memory as well. And crystals do that. They hold memories of the earth and what has been. And we're constantly moving forward. And we're constantly using the past to gauge the choices we make that move us forward in a certain direction. And I think Rose Quartz really asks us, invites us, and allows us to move from a place of that heart center. So our stories are still continuing to unfold, and now with spring waking up, there's something going on that is really allowing us to accept that the vision of possibility that we hold can become something. And it is going to take a lot of more work. Luckily, we have each other. Because no matter our differences, I still love you. So, here's hoping that we are going to be loving each other into this next wave of coexisting on this spinning orb around the sun. Thanks for watching. Take care, y'all. So much love. Yay, Rose Quartz. Thank you for guiding us.